It's Jordan, the 1031 doctor, and today we're going to talk about divesting out of California. Yes, that's true. You are getting fair warning here after these elections in California. You see what kind of situation we're in, and I'm highly advising to divest your real estate assets in California and move them out of state. You need to move out of blue states immediately and reinvest in red states, or in the next few years, you're going to be in big trouble. And I'll tell you why. Mainly the reason everybody's moving out is obvious, but what moves out with it is the tax base. And when the tax base moves out, that's when things really get ugly, and you're going to see these radical left states and cities impose unbelievable taxes, and no one will be left there to go to Starbucks or anything like that. So I'm giving you fair warning. It's basically over for these red states, and mainly I'm talking about California and New York, but it's also going to happen in Colorado and Washington and Oregon. Parts of Oregon and parts of Washington might be good, just like parts of California might be good, but the state is basically not good. So while it's unfortunate that we might have to leave the state, eventually you can at least invest in red states and stay in your blue state because you're stuck there, but have your investments working for you in red state. It's Jordan, the 1031 doctor. I've been buying, building, selling, leasing triple net investments all across the United States since 1986. Yes, that's a long time. And let's get going on this little LoopNet tour. The first deal I found, it's really kind of an interesting deal. And this is in Lakes of Las Vegas. Lakes of Las Vegas, I mean, I had clients 10, 15 years ago and made fortunes there. And this is a retail, mixed use, little retail section of, it's called Montelago Village, and that's basically Henderson, Nevada. But this deal is gorgeous. I mean, the architecture is amazing. The income in the area is amazing. It's a 7.88 cap on asking price. It's cheap per square foot. It's there's 26 tenants. You got 5 vacant tenants. But look at the demographics here. You've got over. Well, it's the Lakes of Las Vegas is 4,000 acres. The demographics here are pretty impressive. I think it's like $250,000 a year average household income. It's mainly over 55 community, but there's also upside on this deal, and I just really like this project. Las Vegas is a very dynamic place, but it's also a place where you can basically invest tax free, income tax free. I might suggest actually moving there. But this is a gorgeous property, and I think you could almost call it one of a kind, but it's not. But it certainly is something you might want to take a very close look at. This is a great exchange property at $289 per square foot. I don't know that you can rebuild that for $289 per square foot. You certainly wouldn't have an area where you could do that in California. The price is just too expensive. Obviously, you can see there's expansion going on here. There's some upside on this deal with 5 vacant units, but here's a great exchange. Kind of a big price point, but this is 56,000 square feet, so it is what it is. That's basically that one. And now here we're talking about Texas. We definitely want to get out of California and we want to move to Alvin, Texas. This is just a strip mall. Dollar Tree, as long as they're not freestanding. I don't like the Dollar Generals or Dollar Trees when they're freestanding. They usually have really obscure real estate that's very hard to relet. But this one's basically a good strip mall. I don't think you can go wrong with anything in Texas these days. The income for the area was pretty good. You got an average household income of 109,000, which is great. 54,000 residents, so it's a smaller community. But I've gone over some of the numbers here myself internally, and it all looks pretty good. The next deal is the next deal we're looking at is something in Noblesville, Indiana. Now, Noblesville, I mean, Indiana isn't necessarily a red state, but Noblesville is an absolute incredible place to invest. I've sold some properties in Noblesville over the years, and this one, it's a vacant restaurant, and I think you could probably relet this place to a national company and make a lot of money. It's a very low price point of $1.5 million, but look at these demographics. You've basically got average household income in a 3 mile radius of $124,000. This is great. It's an older building. It's kind of an interesting area, but Noblesville, it reminds me of Irvine, California. Here's a picture of the property, and this will give you an idea of where it's located. You got a Home Depot here, and there's your public library. This area, here's a motel, hotel. This area, Noblesville, is really incredible. I would invest in Noblesville any day of the week. And this is an opportunity to buy a deal vacant and potentially lease it while you're in escrow. I think well, there's a Perkins over here, but there's some restaurants that might do well, like a Steak and Shake or some of the other companies are doing well. Steak and Shake is doing really well these days because they're using beef tallow in all their fried foods. And but that's the Noblesville, Indiana deal. The next deal is Firestone. Now this one I don't like the economics of this one so well because they only have a 1% increase every year. But these Firestone tires are absolutely gorgeous, and it's very strong credit. And the area is really good. This executive summary, 5.48 cap. I mean, I think all cap rates, even in red states, blue states, any state, they're all going up because interest rates are going up. There's no doubt about it. When you see 5.5 cap here, this used to be a 5 cap a few months ago, maybe a couple of years ago. This was a 5 cap deal, and now it's at 5.5 asking, and I think you're going to see this at a 6 cap very shortly, and potentially even higher than that. But when you're dealing with areas like this, you really don't have to worry. Owensboro, Kentucky, great place to invest. And but Firestone Tires, it's just an incredible company to invest in. S&P A, Moody's A1, Bridgestone, Firestone. Doesn't get any better than that. And it is getting your money out of California because they have fake elections and fake politicians. And it's basically a communist Marxist takeover, just like what happened in New York. You're going to see more of it. And you need to divest from blue states. You may have to be stuck living there, but you want to reinvest in red states as soon as you can. And this Firestone's great. The only thing I don't like about it is it only has a 1% increase every year, which I do not like. And that was that one. Next is in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Here's a Sportsman's outdoor facility. This is basically a glorified warehouse for sportsmen. This has got great 63,000 vehicles per day. They want a 6.5 cap. I believe it's a 250 a foot, 6.99 cap. I know Las Cruces really well. I was involved in building the Hilton in Las Cruces in 1989. I was very young, and I've done a lot of deals in New Mexico, and actually lost that Hilton hotel to the Bank of Montreal. I was very young. I was 25 years old, and we went through a terrible recession in 1990, 91. And then the Resolution Trust Corporation came from all of that. But Las Cruces, New Mexico, very interesting town. 250 a foot. It's not that bad of a price. 6.7. I like the deal. Let's move on. Now, here's a car wash that's actually in a very high Fredericksburg, Texas. It's kind of a retirement area, but the average household income is pretty good, and it's sort of like a place where there's a lot of wineries. This is not a bad deal. I looked at it a little bit, and this is basically buying a business and real estate. So if you're interested in moving out of California and you want to buy something where there's some business where you can take over a business, this is the kind of deal we're talking about here. You will own the car wash and the business. Fredericksburg attracts 1.2 million visitors annually and is home to more than 60 wineries. That's pretty good. This is a pretty new building. It was built in 2015, very well maintained. Strongest tourist driven markets, one of Texas' strongest tourists. 3 mile radius grew 3.3%. This is pretty cool if you want to move and open a business at the same time. Price per square foot, 738 is kind of high, but 2.6 million for the building and business. Now with car washes, you always want to be able to cash flow these things so that you're basically paid out within 3 or 4 years. So we'd have to do the numbers on this. If you're buying the business, you want to know what the business is doing as well. Now, here's another one. Speaking of buying a business and the real estate, here's a 7-Eleven with a gas station in Daytona Beach, Florida. So it's a 7-Eleven and 7-Eleven gas. I really like this deal. I'm not sure why they're selling it, but at $1,400,000, you really can't beat that price point. And Daytona Beach, this is right on, pretty close to the water. And the seller will assist in the 7-Eleven franchise agreement. And your deal, basically, what's good is that it also has gas. It's not the hard corner, but 7-Eleven is what it is. And I think here it is. There's the actual ocean here. So you're right across from the ocean, which I like a lot. Anytime you can get to oceanfront, just remember it does interfere with your demographics. You don't have a 360-degree demographic. You just want to make sure you have strong traffic. So that's a pretty interesting deal. I was looking at some of the pictures here. It's a pretty clean operation. You never know why people are selling. It could be health reasons. Somebody's moving out of country or whatever. You never know. A death, a divorce. But this is a business and retail for sale, the business and real estate for sale. So they renovated in 2022, and I'm sure the income's there to support that. $1,400,000 for the price for the business and real estate seems pretty low. Let's keep moving on. Now, this one in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Now, this is the major drag going through all of Wyoming, and Dell Range Boulevard. I've driven up and down this thing a million times. I've done a lot of work in my Wyoming we're doing some oil and gas deals. But, these towns I think are going to be booming eventually. Cheyenne isn't one of the largest towns in Wyoming, but there aren't really any large towns in Wyoming. But this is the kind of open terrain, open lifestyle you'll be looking at. And this is a two great automotive tenants. Automotive tenants are internet resistant, in my opinion, and having a Meineke and an Amco for $251 a foot with 9 years left on the lease is pretty good. I like that deal. So it's zero point 0.8 of an acre. And they're asking a 6.8 cap, and that's pretty. 251 a foot, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would still offer less on all of these triple net deals. I'd be very aggressive if I was in an exchange and had cash. I would be going up 100 basis points on everybody just to see what's going on. Now, here's a great ground lease on a brand new absolute triple net car wash in Florida, and Palm City, Florida, Jupiter MSA. This is clean. It's brand new, and this is, but 3.2 million, a 5.5 cap. I would be offering them a 6.5 cap and like 2.7 on this. I'm sure the annual rent is doable. And they've got 4 or 5 year options. I'd want to know what the options look like. There is no expenses as a ground lease, so you don't get any of the bonus depreciation, or you don't get any depreciation at all. And it's a good sized lot. But new construction's great, company's strong, and you just want to be very aggressive when you're buying any of these deals these days. And that's that one. And that's basically it for today. I just want to reiterate, if you are in an exchange and you have property in California, don't reinvest in California. I think California is in big trouble, and the tax base is going to be leaving, and the radical left and the The unions are going to be just basically wreaking havoc, and people won't be able to afford to do a lot of things. And so your Starbucks sales will go down, they'll start closing stores. Your fast food profitability will be going down, so they'll be closing stores. Department stores will be closing because they just can't. They don't have people that can afford to shop. So if you're in a 1031 exchange, please contact me, Jordan at 1031 Doctor. And by all means, if you like this content, please like and share and subscribe. And you can reach me at 1031 Jordan at 1031doctor.com. Have a great day.